Isaiah, Isaac, and Israel. Check it out. Today I want to talk to you guys about taking care of your property, why it's so important, and really what it means. So, whether that's your house that you buy, or your car, your vehicle that you purchase, or just something that is an actual property that you pay for. So, taking care of those items, let's start with your vehicles. It is so important that you keep your vehicles clean on the inside and outside, dent free as much as possible, dent and ding free as much as possible, and in good running condition, meaning you get the tune-ups done on time, the oil changes, that sort of thing. Why is that so important? It directly affects the value of those products, how long you keep them, and how much value they retain, how much repairs you have to put into them, and just the overall functionality of them. And when you have kids, it's difficult to keep things clean, like your car and stuff, because kids mess up your car. You guys have seen, after I take the kids for a weekend, my car's a wreck. Stuff is spilled everywhere. Stuff that Cheetos and Cheerios all stuck in the crevices. But what I do is once I drop your kids off, I get the vacuum out and the shampooer and I clean the car. Why? Because let's just say for some instance, I decide I want to get rid of that vehicle. The cleanliness of that vehicle and the condition of the seats and everything directly relates to how much value that car will retain and how much I'll be able to get rid of it when I trade it in or when I sell it. And if I want to ride someone in it, I don't want somebody to have to move junk to ride in a vehicle or to brush the seats off because there's junk and dirt all over the seats to ride in it. That's just not good business. It doesn't say good things about you. Same thing with your house. Any property that you purchase, you want to take care of it. I'm taking care of my property, not for me, although it might seem like I'm taking care of it for me and my resale value. Heck, me and your mom may not move again. We might if, we get enough money coming in where we can move to a bigger, badder location. Badder, I mean bad like Michael Jackson bad. But we may not move again. And if that is the case, then anything I'm doing to the house is for the resale or loan value or escrow value or property value or wealth value for you guys. Now, anything that me and your mom own, upon our demise, we'll probably have written somewhere that either you split it 3 ways or certain kids get certain things. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's going to be based on your ability to take care of what you have. Now, we don't want you to need any of our stuff when we go. We hope that you have your own homes and your own cars. But that's how wealth is transferred in America. If you have a parent who has a home and that home is kept in good condition, when they pass, that's more wealth accumulated by the kids. Eventually, that wealth passes down to the grandkids. And after 2 or 3 generations of passing wealth, a few $100,000 to $500,000 at a time, now your family has the wealth to withstand most things that come your way. And it only takes 2 or 3 generations. Unfortunately, in my family, some of my family generations did have some wealth to pass on, but it was never, the upkeep wasn't good, or they couldn't get the loans to upkeep it, or they couldn't come together to upkeep it, or whatever the case may be. But that's unfortunate because that wealth transfer, even to, let's say, my grandmother's property in Macon, if that had been upkept and the property around it had been upkept, had a good upkeep, that property would have been worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And every person who was able or supposed to get some of that would have been able to get some of it based on the law. And that would have given us all an increase in wealth. Everybody coming under that Felton umbrella to a certain level that the property was passed down to. And that's huge. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, and the property ended up getting, due to taxes, torn down due to neglect, and then sold to someone else due to taxes. And that's unfortunate because that's wealth that my family lost. Now, some years from now, when that property is worth hundreds of thousands again, people will be looking back saying, we wish we had kept that property in our family, or we used to own that property. Well, guess what? That means absolutely shit. That don't mean anything. We used to. We used to. That's garbage. And that's why you shouldn't even, if you lose something, guess what? Just forget it, because used to owning it, used to having it means nothing. That goes for your kids, your relationships, all of that. So, but that's what I wanted to talk to you guys today about, is upkeep of things that you purchase. And it's not just houses and cars. It's anything. It's anything. Anything you own. You think about it this way, guys. There are things that your grandpa has owned for years, and then he decides to get a new one. And sometimes he sells those items to your mom and I, and we still get years of use out of them. And sometimes we sell them, or sometimes we end up giving them away or getting rid of them. But the point is, because the upkeep was so good, it eliminates the needs to purchase out of new money, which keeps wealth and finances in your pocket. And then it also blesses the recipient to do the same thing. So anyway, that's my lesson for today. I hope you guys watch it. Let me know what you think, guys. This is your dad. I love you, and God bless.